Episode 1 of My Sweetheart. Jom starts at Pho Chai Village, with Chief Jom handling official duties like discussing projects, helping push a truck stuck on the road, and just leisurely driving around, meeting with villagers. Meanwhile, in Bangkok, Yotin secretly sneaks into a club to meet an older idol, Mix. Yotin asks Mix to be his girlfriend. Mix does not give him an answer since her company prohibits her from dating. Regardless, Mix asks Yotin to come for an answer the following day. Someone overhears their conversation in Mix's dressing room and informs Mr. Sak. Back at Pho Chai Village, the villagers gathered to make Ban Po Chai's ancient recipe Kaya Sarat. It is part of Jom's initiatives to create jobs and opportunities in the village. Jom receives a call from Todd, who tells him to hurry home since his grandmother has fallen down the stairs. It was actually all part of his grandmother's matchmaking scheme to pair Jom with Koi, Gum's daughter. Jom hurries home and finds his grandmother in the backyard. She leaves Jom with Koi after some conversation so they can get to know each other. Outside the gate, Granny tells her worker, Sert, not to take all the vegetables to the market. Some villagers are in distress after a bridge broke and they cannot travel back and forth. Todd feels guilty since grandmother used him to lie to Jom. He is afraid that Jom will be mad at him, so he asks Toi and Oat to come up with an idea to help Jom out. Toi's idea is that they pretend to be Jom's children from different mothers. The plan works since Koi angrily storms out of the chief's home, thinking that Jom is married. Granny is angry that Oat, Todd, and Toi keep chasing away any of the girls he introduces to Jom. Jom tells Granny that he believes in true love. He believes that if people are destined, they will find each other no matter how far they have to travel. Until then, Jom plans to stick with his grandmother. Next, Yotin meets up with his friends at their university during a hazing ceremony. We learn that Yotin never finished 12th grade because he stood up for his friend against a teacher. Teacher Yak tried to harass Toi sexually. When Toi rejected him, Yak beat him up, but Yotin and Bank showed up in time. The three ganged up on the teacher, and he ended up in the hospital, badly hurt and in a coma. Since there was no evidence to prove what the teacher did to Toi, Yotin took the blame and was expelled. Mix goes to the same university as Yotin's friend and has a politician's son as her boyfriend, Sak. Yotin sees Mix and Sak kissing, and Mix realizes that Yotin knows about Sak. Sak also has Mix followed and knows about Yotin. Mix tries calling Yotin later, but he does not answer. She sends Yotin a video faking suicide, so Yotin rushes over to her place. However, he has come to end things with Mix since she has a boyfriend. Sak has Mix's place watched, so he knows when Yotin arrives, and he arrives soon after with his men. Sak is here to kill Yotin. He cocks his gun and shoots. Mix knocks. Sak's hand he misses and drops the gun. Yotin tries to escape, but Sak's man is blocking the door. Sak rains punches on Yotin. When Yotin gets a chance, he knocks Sak on the head with a vase. Sak's men are distracted as he is lying on the floor, bleeding. Yotin manages to escape. Yotin tries sneaking back home, but his parents are already waiting. He has a mask on to hide the wound on his face and fakes a cold. However, his father sees through his tricks and lies to hide the truth. Yotin has no choice but to be honest. His father calls someone to ask about Sak's situation and learns he is at the hospital. Yotin's father is well connected and can find a way to negotiate with Sak's father since he is the sponsor of Mr. Sira's political party. However, Sak's pride is hurt, and Yotin's father is sure he will come after Yotin. Therefore, the only choice is for Yotin to hide away. Yotin's father has connections to Pho Chai Village. He makes plans for Yotin to go there and resume his studies since he has been out of school for 2 years. He will stay with Granny Ja, Jom's grandmother, and will be under the care of Chief Jom. On the way to Pho Chai Village, Yotin's dad tells him that another reason he wants Yotin to stay in the village is that Chief Jom runs the place. If Sak's people come to cause trouble, Chief Jom can easily deal with them. Yotin imagines Chief Jom as a ruthless man who will tie him to the stick and shoot him dead if he tries to run away from the village. Therefore, he fakes having a stomachache and forces them to stop the car so he can use the bathroom. Yotin escapes from his parents, but he cannot find a taxi. He is forced to walk until he gets to a shop where he buys some water. Just then, Jom shows up at the shop. He has come to deliver Kaya Sarat. Yotin asks for his help, and Jom offers to drop him at a junction where he can get a ride to the city center and take a bus to Bangkok. Along the way, Jom realizes that Jotun is the person his grandmother had said would be staying with them to hide away from Sak and his men. Jom tries telling Jotun his name, but Jotun goes on and on about the ruthless and cold-hearted village chief, Jom. Therefore, he tells Jotun that he will drop him off at the city center, but drives them home instead. Jotun's mother and father have already arrived. Granny Ja and Headman Claw welcome them. Jom then introduces himself. They are shocked at how young he is. They assumed he would be older with a beard, given that they were told he's in charge, but Jom makes light of it. Claw warns them not to be deceived by Jom's good looks. He is the protector of the village, and if Sak's men want to get to Jotun, they have to step over his dead body. At the end of the episode, Jotun's parents leave him under Jom's care. Jom shows him to his room and tells him not to unpack all his clothes since he will not be staying long. When Granny Ja asks why Jom told him that, he says that Jotun is stubborn. He knows Jotun will try to escape.